Hello, so we are back with our session on questionnaire making. Okay, so last time we did the synopsis writing, and now I am going to focus on the questionnaire, and that is a very important step. We are done with mentally, we are done with sample size. Now we are moving on to the important step, that's the questionnaire. After topic selection, I think the most important thing is your questionnaire. If your questionnaire is not good, it will just make your analysis really hard and it will overall impact the quality of your research. Okay, so we have two data collection methods. In this one, we will do a hands-on workshop type of thing and also theoretical stuff. First, I'm doing the theoretical one, and then I will move towards the hands-on. Okay, so the data collection methods are of two types: the primary data collection and the secondary data collection. In the primary data collection, what do? You go and talk to the patient, you talk to people, you ask them questions. Like, this is a very important thing, that it's the original data you are collecting. Okay, so if I go in the OPD and I ask people some questions, if I go to the medical students and I'm taking their interview, or I'm asking them to mark on the sheets, or making them mark the questionnaire, it all comes under primary data collection. Primary means that's the original, the first step, that I am doing the data collection. Okay. What's the secondary data collection? That is like one of our research that was done under a mentorship program that was on appendicitis and the lab values of blood CP. Okay. Blood complete picture. They wanted to see that in a person with appendicitis, what were the trends, what were the patterns of their blood CP, of platelets, WBCs, and CBCs. Okay, that comes under secondary data collection. That the data is already there. You have a file. The patient is diagnosed with appendicitis and the blood CP is there. And what you are going to do is you are just going to collect that data. Okay. Similarly, like the CDC wonder analysis, that is our course also on the CDC database, that is a US mortality database. Regarding that the data is already there and you are just analyzing that data and you are just collecting that data. Okay, so that comes under the secondary data collection, that you are the second step. The data is already collected and you are now using that data. Okay. Once again, another classification is both of these styles are good. I encourage both of them. Both are better. Secondary data collection is just that it is a little bit more authenticated one, but primary data collection is also important. So both of these styles are good. You can choose between any of them. Next one. That is between the exploratory questionnaire and formal standardized questionnaire. Exploratory questionnaire, I am planning to do another course on that one. That is for the qualitative study design, and it's a very, very beautiful study design that is used to generate a hypothesis. Okay, that is just like if I'm doing a research on why people are hesitant towards vaccination, instead of going for a quantitative that you are guys are learning, I will go for a qualitative study design that is the exploratory questionnaire. Okay. What I would do is I would just go and ask the people, why do you think, what are the reasons for people hesitancy towards vaccination? No options, no nothing, just an open-ended question I will throw at them, and they will be giving me answers, and then I will be down those answers. Okay, and then generating the codes and all that stuff through NVivo and the other methods. But the important one that we are learning here, that is the formal standardized questionnaire. Okay. That is that you will design a proper questionnaire and then go and then you will collect the data. Okay. This method is used when you are designing your own questionnaire. For those people who are just starting research or this is their first research, I never ever recommend them to design their own questionnaire because it's a very difficult method. I would not say it's difficult. It is just something that will require a lot of expertise. And for the first research, you have to make things smooth so that you can get your first publication easily and high quality research and your publication is done. And when you will have your first publication done, you can explore anywhere you want. Okay. As I guess I told you in the first session, that after my first publication, that took me 2 years. When it was published, that just gives you a boost that you cannot ever imagine. So I always encourage my students to take the first research easy, get it published, make it good, get it published, follow the guidelines, and in the next one, explore. Okay. So the first one, but still, of course, it's a course, so I have to just guide you guys through it. if you are designing your own questionnaire, what you have to do is you have to do a conduct a literature review. For example, I made my own questionnaire that was on organ donation, and that was after when my 10th publication was published. Okay, at that time, I took the step of designing my own questionnaire. So what I did a very detailed, comprehensive question review, literature review of why different religions forbid organ donation, what is the viewpoint of different religions, what is the viewpoint of around 146 different countries of the world regarding organ donation. I spent like a good amount of time because it was something that was close to my heart. I wanted to write an article on it. So I did a very, very comprehensive literature review. I asked different people what were their viewpoints, the legal experts, those people who were in the IR, the international relations, the doctors, and all that stuff. I did conduct interviews. I developed my items. I developed my questionnaire, and then I got that questionnaire checked. That is the expert validation. I got that questionnaire checked by different people who were researchers, and then I distributed that questionnaire, and then around 20 people filled that questionnaire. That was the pilot testing step, and then I ran a test on it. That is the Cronbach Alpha. I will show you guys later on how to run that test. And when you will have run that test, you will get to know that how is this step done. Okay, how your questionnaire is verified. Then you can use that questionnaire to conduct analysis. So it's a very detailed process that can hinder your progress. So don't go for that. I always recommend my students to either go for standardized questionnaires or the pre-structured questionnaires. Okay. Use questions instead of statements. If you are designing your own questionnaire, this is for that. And now we will be moving on towards hands-on workshop. Okay, don't use negatively worded items. Okay, for example, do you not go to school? So okay, so if a person say yes, I don't go to school, no, I don't go to school, both of these terms are used, can be used. It's an ambiguous statement, so you don't use this stuff. Okay, use only 5 to 7 response anchors. Don't leave open-ended questions. It can be very, very difficult, and it can create many problems for you later on in the analysis. Avoid grammatical and spelling mistake. It just gives a very poor impression. These are the 5 point and 7 point response anchors. You can find them on even on Google. Okay. So yeah, that was it. Now we will move on to the hands-on stuff. Thank you.